A relationship that is prayed for is a relationship that is prepared for storms. That is the thought I want you to hold close as we begin this journey. You see, relationships are beautiful, but they are also fragile. Love alone is powerful, yes, but love without covering is vulnerable. It is like planting a seed in fertile soil, but leaving it uncovered from the birds, the sun, and the rain. Prayer, my friend, is the covering. Prayer is what keeps the roots deep, the soil fertile, and the plant shielded from destruction. Think about the relationships you have seen around you. Maybe it's a marriage that started strong, filled with promises, laughter, and shared dreams, but along the way, cracks began to show. Misunderstandings grew. External influences crept in. What once seemed unshakable began to wobble under pressure. Why does this happen? Because life will always bring tests, and where there is no spiritual covering, storms will expose weaknesses. But a relationship anchored in prayer gains resilience. Prayer doesn't mean storms won't come. Oh, they will. But when they come, you stand together, not against each other. You face the challenge as one, not as divided souls. Now, let's get practical. Many people believe that love is enough to sustain a relationship. They say, as long as we love each other, we will survive. But love without wisdom can become reckless. Love without patience can become frustrating. Love without forgiveness can become bitter. And where do wisdom, patience, and forgiveness come from? They flow from the presence of God, and prayer is the connection to that presence. When you pray over your relationship, you are not just reciting words, you are aligning your love with divine guidance. Let me give you an image you won't forget. Imagine two people holding hands while walking through a forest. They are in love, smiling, enjoying the journey. But suddenly, the path becomes rough, wild animals appear, and the weather changes. If they are walking in their own strength, fear may overcome them. They might let go of each other's hands, panic, and even blame each other for taking the wrong path. But if they are covered in prayer, it's like walking with a powerful light guiding them, a shield protecting them, and a voice whispering, "Do not be afraid, I am with you." That's what prayer does. It brings divine security into the journey of love. I know someone may be listening now, and you've been struggling in your relationship. You've tried communication, you've read relationship books, you've sought advice from friends, but somehow the peace you desire is still missing. Here is the truth. You have been fighting battles that cannot be solved only with human strategies. You've been trying to solve spiritual challenges with physical solutions. That's why you need prayer. Prayer is not your last option. It should be your first foundation. When you kneel together and pray for your relationship, you are not just speaking words into the air. You are inviting divine power into your love. You are saying, "Lord, we cannot do this by ourselves. Guide us, protect us, and keep us from harm." Do you know how powerful that is? It's humility. It's strength. It's a recognition that while love is beautiful, it becomes stronger when it is wrapped in the arms of God. I have seen relationships that looked like they were about to collapse suddenly find healing because one person decided to pray. A man who had grown cold toward his wife found his heart softened again. A woman who was tired of forgiving found new strength to forgive because she prayed. Two young lovers, tempted to go separate ways, found unity again when they prayed. This is why I keep saying a relationship covered in prayer becomes unstoppable. Now someone might say, "But what if my partner doesn't like to pray? What if I'm the only one praying?" Listen carefully. Your prayer still carries power. When you lift your relationship in prayer, even if your partner is not yet there, you are placing your love under God's covering. And often, your faith and consistency will inspire your partner to join you. Don't wait until both of you feel like praying. Start now. Stand in the gap. Pray for protection. Pray for unity. Pray for wisdom. and watch how God begins to shift things. You see, the world today is full of distractions. Social media, temptations, negative voices, and unhealthy comparisons constantly try to weaken relationships. Without prayer, it's easy to get lost in the noise. But with prayer, your heart stays focused. Prayer gives you discernment. It allows you to see clearly what matters and what doesn't. It strengthens your ability to forgive when hurt, to be patient when tested, and to stay faithful when tempted. And here is something even more beautiful. When you pray for your relationship, you are not just asking for protection. You are building intimacy. Yes, because prayer is not only a spiritual act, it is also an emotional bond. When two people kneel together, share their struggles before God, and lift up their love in prayer, they create a bond that no outside force can easily break. Prayer becomes the secret language of their hearts, the hidden strength of their relationship. So today, I am telling you, don't just talk about your relationship, pray over it. Don't just wish it will survive, cover it with prayer. Don't just hope it will last, protect it with prayer. Love is beautiful, but love is also under attack in this world. Only prayer can shield it, only prayer can sustain it, and only prayer can make it grow stronger day by day. Let's get even more concrete. Imagine you're at work. A coworker begins to confide in you, laughs at your jokes, lingers a bit too long. You catch yourself waiting for their messages. That is a sign. A door is opening where no door belongs. Protection says, close it early. Pray right there in your heart. Lord, seal this door. Redirect my attention. Keep my loyalty fierce and my boundaries clear. Then change your behavior to match your prayer. Limit private chats. Avoid emotional intimacy outside your relationship, and be transparent with your partner about your day. Prayer without action is a wish. Prayer with action becomes a wall. Another scenario, family interference. A parent, sibling, or friend has opinions about your relationship and has learned how to plant those opinions like seeds. You leave their presence feeling less sure about your partner, more critical, more distant. Protection here sounds like, God, help us honor people without handing them the keys to our union. Teach us wise boundaries. Give us one voice in public and brave conversations in private. Then you practice it. You stop discussing intimate disagreements with those who done to help you heal. You speak well of each other outside. You bring issues to the table at home, not to group chats. What about long distance? Protection becomes rhythm. You schedule time to connect, and you pray against assumptions. Lord, keep our minds from writing stories that aren't true. Give us creative ways to feel close. Bless our calls with joy, not interrogation. Keep our hearts brave while we build our future. And you add small rituals. A voice note prayer in the morning, a photo from your day, a bedtime blessing. It doesn't have to be expensive to be intentional. Now let's walk through a repair ritual, because all love needs one. After a disagreement, there's usually debris, hurt feelings, unspoken fears, stubborn pride. Don't let that debris become permanent furniture in your home. Set a simple repair flow you both understand. Step 1, pause. No more jabs, no silent punishment. Step 2, cover. One of you says, let's protect us, and you pray a short, steady prayer. God, keep our hearts soft while we talk. Guard our words. Help us look for solutions, not victories. Step 3, share. Each person speaks from I, not you. I felt dismissed when, rather than you always. Step 4, own. Apologize for what you did, not what they did. Step 5, restore. Close with gratitude. One thing you appreciate about your partner today. That last step is glue. It reminds both of you that love isn't lost, you're simply learning. Some couples ask, how long should we pray? My answer, long enough to connect, short enough to repeat. Consistency outruns intensity. A 90-second prayer every day will protect you better than a 1-hour prayer once a month. But don't be afraid of longer moments too. There will be evenings where you both feel led to sit and cover your future with detail. your finances, the next move, the desire for children, the healing of past pain. Let those moments breathe. Protection grows deeper roots when you linger. You may also discover phrases that become pillars in your shared language. We are on the same team. We protect the us. We choose gentle truth. We close wrong doors early. We keep short accounts. These are more than slogans. They are protective policies. And policies keep you safe when emotions run hot. Let me offer you a simple way to pray through 7 gates without it feeling like a checklist. You can do this in a few minutes, holding hands or sending a voice note if you're apart. God, guard our minds, clear confusion and calm our anxieties. Guard our eyes, help us notice blessings, not flaws. Guard our ears, mute gossip and fear. Guard our mouths, let our words heal more than they hurt. Guard our hands, help us serve each other in small ways. Guard our hearts, keep bitterness out and tenderness in. Guard our home, fill our space with peace, laughter, and rest. That's it. Short, strong, complete. Protection also looks like celebrating on purpose. Joy is a fence, laughter is a lock. Schedule small celebrations, wins at work, quiet weeks without drama, a solved problem, a good conversation after a rough patch. And yes, pray over joy. Thank you, God, for good moments. Teach us to notice and name them. Protect our joy from being swallowed by busyness. Some of you are healing from what happened before this relationship: betrayal, abandonment, emotional neglect. Old wounds try to bleed on new chapters. Protection here includes healing prayers. God, break the cycle of fear in me. Heal the part of me that expects disappointment. Teach me how to receive safe love without suspecting it. And then, practical patience. You cannot rush trust to grow faster than its roots, but you can water it with consistency, clarity, and care. Boundaries are not punishments. They are scaffolds. They keep the build safe. If you're in a blended family or co-parenting situation, you carry extra layers. There are schedules to coordinate, histories to honor, children to reassure. Protection becomes clarity, kindness, and unshakable unity. God, help us speak the same message to our children. They are loved, they are safe, and adults will act like adults. Guard our tone with former partners. Let our decisions be steady, not reactive. You won't get every conversation perfect, but prayer will keep you from turning every disagreement into a battlefield. Finances, money will try to become a third voice in your relationship. Loud, bossy, urgent. Protection sounds like wisdom. God, teach us to plan together, to be generous without being reckless, to be disciplined without being fearful. Help us remember that our provision is bigger than a paycheck. Then you practice unity. One budget, open conversations, no secret debts, no surprise spending. Unity is the alarm system. Prayer is the lock. There will also be seasons of abundance, and abundance has its own temptations. Comfort that cools desire, options that dilute focus, pride that resists counsel. Protection in plenty says, Lord, keep us grateful and grounded. Let success make us softer, not sharper. Help us remember the days we prayed for what we have now. Gratitude keeps doors closed to entitlement, and humility keeps the house in order. I want to talk about intimacy, because protection extends there as well. Physical closeness without emotional safety creates confusion. Emotional closeness without physical expression creates frustration. Protection means talking honestly about needs, fears, and rhythms. Pray even here. God, make our intimacy a place of kindness, fun, and trust. Heal any shame. Help us delight in each other without pressure or comparison. You'll be surprised how relief and joy return when intimacy is honored as a gift, not used as a weapon or withheld as a punishment. If you've been walking through a long valley, infertility, illness, long unemployment, weariness can make even small conversations feel heavy. Protection now is tenderness. Short prayers, frequent kindness, zero sarcasm. Lord, carry us while we wait. Protect our hope from erosion. Give us friends who can hold our arms up when we're tired. And then, lean on community. Protection sometimes wears the face of wise mentors, healthy couples ahead of you, counselors who know how to untie knots you can't see. Asking for help is not an alarm, it is an umbrella. You might be wondering, what if the problem is me? What if I'm the one who shuts down or lashes out? Protection begins with ownership. God, change me first. Show me the patterns I keep repeating. Give me the humility to apologize quickly and the courage to practice new habits. The fastest way to heal a relationship is not to demand change from the other person. It is to become the safest version of yourself. Safe people produce safe spaces, and safe spaces invite honest love. Let's set a simple daily rhythm you can start tonight. Morning, a sentence of covering. God, protect our minds, our words, and our choices today. Midday, a check-in. Thinking of you, how's your heart? Evening, a review. What worked today? What needs grace? God, thank you for the good, help us with the hard. Weekly, one longer moment. Walk together, sit in the car after errands, or share tea on the balcony, and pray through the coming week. Don't complicate it. Consistency is your fortress. I also encourage you to adopt what I call the hand squeeze prayer. When you're out in public and something tense happens, a comment from someone, a misunderstanding, a difficult phone call, agree that a simple 3-squeeze signal means, I'm with you. God, cover us. No show, no performance, just unity. You'll be amazed how powerful silent agreement can be. For those who like words to hold on to, here's a spoken covering you can return to any time. We choose each other. We choose peace. We choose truth spoken gently. We choose quick forgiveness and long patience. We close wrong doors early. We bless our home with laughter. We invite God to lead us, protect us, and grow us. Our love is not fragile, it is protected. You can say that in the kitchen, in the car, after an argument, before a trip, or on an ordinary Tuesday. Let it shape your atmosphere. Now let me settle something in your heart. Protection does not mean perfection. You will still have off days. You will still misunderstand each other sometimes. You will still get annoyed and say things you wish you hadn't. Protected couples aren't flawless. They are fluent in repair. They fall forward. They run back to prayer, apologize without drama, and return to joy quickly. This is how relationships become unbreakable, not because nothing hits them, but because nothing breaks them for long. And yes, there will be voices that don't understand you. People who say, "Why all this prayer?" Some will call you dramatic. Others will say you're too intense. Let them talk. You are building something storm-proof, and people who haven't stood in real storms rarely understand foundations. Years from now, when the winds rise and your home is still standing, when peace is normal, when joy is your default, when you handle conflicts with grace, the fruit will answer the critics. If you're listening and your relationship is brand new, start this way now. Don't wait for trouble to learn protection. Build habits before you need them. Let prayer be normal, not a rare emergency button. And if your relationship is decades old, it's never too late to rewrite the culture of your love. One sincere prayer can begin a new chapter. One new practice can reset the atmosphere. You can be married 20 years and still decide, from today we cover our us first. I want to bless your courage. It takes courage to pray together. It takes courage to be honest about fears and wounds. It takes courage to choose humility when pride is available. But your courage will be rewarded with safety, and safety is the soil where love grows tall. Your relationship doesn't have to be dramatic to be passionate. It can be peaceful and powerful at the same time. In fact, the greatest romance often grows in the quiet confidence of two people who protect what they have. Before we pause, take a breath with me and speak this out, wherever you are. God, we invite your protection over our love. Teach us to pause before we wound, to pray before we panic, to forgive before we harden. Guard our gates, keep our home in peace, make us brave in honesty and gentle in truth. Close every wrong door, strengthen every right desire, and let our relationship become a shelter where your goodness is easy to feel. Hold that. Let it settle. This is how covering begins, not with fireworks, but with a steady choice repeated daily. Protection is a rhythm, love is the song, prayer is the anchor, and together you become unshakable.